we as a community have to talk about it. We have to talk about it.
And a lot of this stuff is used to divide because they know that if Black Americans join with the Blacks of the globe, that they know they will be over. They know that European culture will be up.
Look around you. Look around. The rest of the world is moving on, and we fighting amongst ourselves.
You see, you guys put out these same arguments that are propaganda that a lot of Europeans. Hold on, Afro Nerd. A lot of Europeans. Hold on, Afro Nerd. A lot of Europeans. I'm not going to tell you about African history. A lot of Europeans.
If we look at all the great Blacks these people brag about, right? You would find out majority they are foreign Black.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I mean, majority of these people came from the South in the plantation, right? I mean, they don't have much knowledge about doing this.
Afridamus.
You see,
they don't understand. I'm rooting for them. I'm not even hating. But the thing is that they've been taught. I don't know where this came from.
No, it's ignorance. Because think about it. Ever since I came here, right?
This is an American mindset. This is what the white Americans taught them to hate on immigrants.
Hold on. Afro Nerd. Every year, Black History Month in February, right? They keep celebrating the same old people. Now, all you guys got is gangster rap, booty shakers, shooting one another. You know, that's what you produce. You haven't produced anything, okay? So everything you're talking about, all those people, they are dead. You have to always go and try to dig up the bones of, Jackie Robinson or your dancers.
Jackie Robinson,
that's not
the Montreal Royals. They're literally lying about that. They're actually
they're
leaving
lying.
that out.
So
they're purposely leaving that out.
Yeah, he thinks
you
lying.
Tether talk. There's no tether talk. 30, 40 years ago, the Black community was international. This is recent that they got some suckers that they're paying, namely Tariq Nasheed and this other I don't even know who she is doing the adults to try and get you guys to separate from the rest of the world that's actually making moves. The rest of the Black community around the world is making moves. Y'all are stagnant. And if y'all don't wisen up and join up with what's actually moving, you're going to get left behind. That's just facts.
Can I
you're going to get left behind. And it's you guys are taking what I'm saying like it's an adversarial statement. I'm trying to help y'all. I don't want anything from y'all. I don't need anything from America. And the majority of Black people around the world don't need anything from America.
What have Blacks actually built since the 1980s? What contribution have Black Americans genuinely made in a positive manner towards the Black community? And it's something that somebody on the panel already said. It's really nothing. It's like gangster rap and booty shaking. What else is there?
Do you understand that the beginnings of the video game industry actually started from one Black man from Queens, right, who actually developed the idea of the cartridge? She's very young. So I didn't know she's going to weigh in on inaccuracies. So Black Americans didn't invent anything after 1980s.
Just answer the question.
Man, I just talked about that what we know to be.
Look, you even said it 100 years ago. You said it.
What we know to be the current video game industry, where we actually buy.
Oh my God! Here we go.
$1 billion industry is $1 billion industry.
Why won't these dudes go at the other ethnic groups that are still beating y'all ass? And when I say beating y'all ass, that's America entirely. That's America as a whole. That's why you see the white supremacy movements are all about get these immigrants out, because they're upset that they can't compete.
You want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
So the Black Americans are now jumping onto this bandwagon of hating on immigrants, when in reality, 600,000 Chinese students are coming in because you can't compete.
I'm tired of y'all talking.
You can't compete with the Nigerians that are coming in. You can't compete with
Nigerians. Ain't doing no shit, man.
Indians are kicking your ass. Everybody's kicking your ass. Americans as a whole.
Nigerians ain't doing shit. You talking about?
You guys want to look down on
Nigerians? Ain't doing shit. We should.
Africa. The Nigerians are kicking your ass. They're going to school. They're going to university. And the fact of the matter is, I was talking to an Australian on panel the other day, and we were talking about crime. And he said straight up, he's all the way in Australia, and he was like, yo, The Black Americans are the problem. This is a worldwide issue. Worldwide, you guys are discriminated against. You guys are hated because you have a reputation of being, as this gentleman just said, you guys
Black Americans.
You guys don't know how to behave.
Talking about.
You guys don't know how to behave.
Talking about.
A lot of you guys on panel don't even travel. All y'all talking about is this American. You have like blinders on. You're talking about like there's no rest of the world. The fact of the matter is, I was saying this before Moon came up, and she mirrored what I said, is that around the world, you guys are seen as a problem. Black Americans.
I'll bring you back in 5 minutes.
Now,
OJ Simpson.
you know that.
OJ,
You know that motherfucker is lying.
Black sub-Saharan Americans in prison is, what was it, 30-something%, nearly 40%. Now, if you consider that prison population of 31% comes from 3% of the United States population, 3%. If you take that 12% of America is sub-Saharan American, you have to keep in consideration that half of those emigrated long since slavery. They're not all slave children. They have emigrated to America under their own steam, and they tend not to contribute to these numbers like native-born American sub-Saharans do.
Ella Fitzgerald living in our neighborhood. What you got? Bantu while wearing a do-rag. That's the height of ribbon. And now we got Tamu Kanye coming in trying to dictate what blackness is here in America. If it wasn't for our contributions, you would still be bathing under a cow's urine.
Here's my argument. You see, you guys put out these same arguments that are propaganda that a lot of Europeans. Hold on, Afro Nerd.
Hold on, Afro Nerd. Dictate what our history is. I'm not going to tell you about African history, but you're going to come in and tell us what our history is. It doesn't make any sense. You can't wear FUBU and all kinds of black clothing and all kinds of black style. You wear black style and then come in and point the finger at us.
FUBU's been out of business for like 20 years, bro.
Capacity on your part, sir.
FUBU is out of business for like 20 years. The thing is that you repeat a lot of propaganda that comes from Europeans about Africa. You repeat a lot of propaganda that comes from Europeans about Africa. That's the thing. And a lot of this stuff is used to divide because they know that if Black Americans join with the blacks of the globe, that they know they would be over. They know that European culture would be up. So that's why they've convinced y'all to have this national pride. You're talking about things 100 years ago, talking about FUBU, which is like a dissolved company.
They belong in a museum.
That nobody cares about.
No. We have the right to be prideful, Tamu. We have the right to be prideful, National. We have the right to be prideful, Walmart, Kanye. Knock it off.
What do FBAs control today? That's what I want to know. What do they control today?
Africa got buildings. They got power. They got towers. Swear on everything, bro. I thought it was just clay and tribes and tents, bro.
Quote unquote, because FBA is not, I don't even like using that label because it's a brand. FBA is a brand. It's not real. I'm talking about
Black American. It's delineation. It's a delineation for people like you coming in, and you want to mischaracterize. You want to mischaracterize black culture. But we correct you all of a sudden now. It's a brand.
Afro Nerd, you have to be honest. FBA is a trademark made by Tariq Nasheed. It's not real. It doesn't represent. There are a lot of Black Americans that don't associate with FBA. FBA is not a real thing. So let's be honest.
Yo, Couch. Do you know, Couch? When I was in New York City, and Afro Nerd is from New York. I was downtown New York City, interviewing random people. They don't know what FBA is.
Thank you.
I was asking random. Do you know what FBA? Now a couple of them knew who Tariq Nasheed is because he's been popular. He's a grifter, but people don't know what FBA is for the real.
The bottom rung of the community gets the shine instead of niggas. And you know what? Ninjas, and particularly men, Black men, it's your job to run the community and say what goes and what doesn't. What doesn't.
Okay, Norman. No.
The lie sounds better or feel, is, perception is stronger than reality. You know that. Me, all of us adults, we understand that. If perception is one thing, reality is another. People can go with perception. We have a problem with perception, right? Like, so for example, if somebody was to come up here and say, you know what, black people not good at basketball, we would just laugh. You wouldn't even get mad because it sounds so absurd. The problem is that when they say these things, there's a little bit of truth to it, right? And the way that you actually start to change, you got to change the narrative around the culture. That way, when they say this, it just sounds absurd. The reason why we sitting here battling it, you don't need $100 million to battle a narrative. You need to change the narrative about your people.
The Africans. The Africans were taken into slavery.
You're a descendant of slavery.
Why didn't you? No.
Sorry, can I just hear what Afro was trying to say to me so I can respond to him?
So what I'm telling, no, well, I don't know how you can respond to facts. I can just look this stuff up. There's a harm in actually Googling these things, right? So you're going to discount all these black college graduates, black and PWIs, right? So when you talk about Morehouse Medical School, when you talk about Meharry Medical College, when you talk about Charles Drew University, these are black institutions that are producing black graduates, right? Some of them are actually African graduates. We applaud them. I'm trying to build, but when you come in and you try to disrespect African-American accomplishments, bring some books, data, down.
I respond, please,
with facts.
Okay, I want to go over a few things first. When I first joined the panel, I literally said, yes, there is black success in America. I would never take from that. Yes, you guys have HBCUs that produce some of the highest qualified people probably in their professions. Period. I do not disagree with that at all. I've always been a voice of saying we need more of that. That is a good thing. There is a problem. There's an over-sexualization. There's too much drugs. There's too much violence coming out of our community. And I talk about that within the culture, what we're seeing on TV or TikTok or live streaming. There's a problem with it. And I'm sorry, a lot of Black Americans hate, I don't know why they hate so much, being the descendants of Africans. They try to shit on Africans because a lot of the times Africans will say, hey, you know what? We need to do better. When we come to places like America or Canada, we need to do better. And I don't know why that's a problem.
So you're talking about other black people. Let's talk about you. Let's direct focus on you. As a representation of black women right now.
I have my bachelor's degree in accounting for one. I graduated from a very top.
I don't care about what your degree is. I don't care what I'm talking about your representation right now.
We cannot allow French Montana. French Montana is over here. French Montana is over here, pretending to be black. We can't allow this.
I don't know if any of y'all actually had men in y'all life that slapped y'all across the face and said, go out there and do what you got to do. I don't care about your feelings. That's what they telling y'all. That's what they've been telling y'all all day.
That's not what he said. That's not what they're saying.
No, that's what they've been telling y'all all day.
Pep talk to the winners, son.
Let me give
it a pep talk to the winners.
Why does it take? Why does it take?
In the land of opportunity.
You got a super chat, Norman.
Norman was an anchor baby. Keep it above. Man, y'all silly, man. It's like, so the crazy part is that I have more of a black experience in America than a lot of y'all.
Here we go.
And the crazy part is y'all try to push me out. You try to eliminate me to something else because y'all don't like what I'm saying. If I was just co-signing y'all wouldn't have nothing to say about where my people
showed up.
from.
I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. Black vote showed up. I'm about to leave.
Can I respond to the Negroes?
Hey, dumb.
Like, you can be mad all you want, but it's the truth.
All Black Americans. I walk my neighborhood.
Look at the state.
CT, did you not see me walk my community on live, CT? Did you not see me walk my commundy on live?
Look at the state of Black America. Look at the state.
What do you think? Hey, Black Americans doing fine. We're doing good. We're doing good.
I understand today. The most of them come out is Zeus Network. Zeus Network is a great.
Dude, you're not Black American.
We don't want to blame you. If we can,
I'm glad. Thank you. Hey,
we don't want to blame you.
Hey, that's the sweetest thing you said all night. Thank you.
We are not trying to claim you. That's why I think
that's the sweetest thing you said all night. Now, CT, I want to show you these people right here, and you just let me know if any of these people look like an African to you.
Show them to us.
CT, does this Hold on. Let me, God dang it, hold on.
Yep, African.
Yeah, they look Nigerian to me.
You ready? Hey, CT, you ready? CT. Is that man right there look like an African to you right there? CT?
Yes, he does look Nigerian.
Do those people right there look like an African to you, CT? Do those people right there look like Africans to you?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We don't,
Yes, they
hey,
do.
we don't come from that pathetic ass bloodline of Africans. We know.
If one teaches you to detach yourself from your illustrious history, that is the game that's been played for a long time. That's the game that was played right after slavery. That's been the game. And again, I want to underscore, whether you traveled here and commandeered a boat here before slavery and you were here, you came from somewhere. Whether you commandeered a boat or your ancestors commandeered a boat or was on the land when the land divided, you come from somewhere.
Here's some grapes I found. I wanted some goat meat, but as you can see, the village is very dry. And there's no
African
goats.
racism.